Do you want to be in the know? The Aaron Roscoe Techno Show, yeah!
Hello and welcome to the Aaron and Roscoe Techno Show, episode 1.2, Fun with iOS Widgets. Thanks for joining us. All right, guys, what we're going to be discussing today is iOS 14 new feature with customizable widgets. Now, just like Roscoe in the background's talking over my shoulder right now about Android users have had widgets forever, I understand that. Android users, you guys know what widgets are. You've used them for a long time. So just go ahead and skip on over to episode 1.3. This is about iOS widgets. What is a widget? Well, we're about to find out. I will tell you what a widget is. Per definition of a Google search, it will tell you that it's an application or component of an interface that enables a user to perform a function or access a service. Pretty self-explanatory, really. It's basically like a shortcut. It's an easy way to get to another app or another location on your phone, just like a shortcut. So what I want to do today is kind of show you how widgets have been here in iOS, just kind of in a different fashion, and then how to add a widget or how to customize a widget, and probably one of the top ones that you'll want to add right off the bat. That's an easy one to add. So let's get started. Basically, if you will scroll all the way to the left, you will see a search bar along with some widgets. You've had widgets here for the past couple iOSs. So you've basically been maybe using these over on the left part of your screen, or the first screen before your home screen, and didn't even realize that they was called widgets or what they were. With iOS 14, they just made it more customizable to where you can pull these widgets out to your home screen. You can see here, I've got Apple News, I've got my battery life indicators, I've got my calendar, I've got my maps, screen usage, my Hue app for my lights at my house, several different widgets. Basically, a widget is just a shortcut to an app that you already have on your phone, and you may be able to set certain settings inside the widget to where you don't have to open the app. So an example I'll use first is the Google widget. If you have the Google app downloaded to your phone and you want to add the Google Widget app or any other widget that you may have on your phone, just press and hold one of the apps, then hit Edit Home Screen. When you hit Edit Home Screen, you'll see all your apps start to shake. They start to wiggle a little. In the top left-hand corner, you have a plus sign. If you will hit your plus sign, you will then see widgets. These are all the widgets that's available on your current device for iOS. You will see a Photos widget. There's my email widget. There's app suggestion widgets, a notes widget, podcast, a lot of apps that's already on your phone, not just apps that you've downloaded, but default apps. And if you look, for example, if I touch podcast, there may be several different styles of the widget that you can add to your home screen. So if I'm a big podcast user, which I am, I may want to add a podcast for a widget for my podcast. So there it is. There's it's a 4-tile widget. I'll hit add widget and boom, it'll add it to my home screen. Then I can select where I may want it. If I want it at the top, the bottom, in the middle, wherever I may want it. Now, I was like, you know what? That's a great widget. I'm going to put my podcast on my widget home screen, but I want to add the Google widget, one that I think you're going to like. So after you download the Google app through the App Store, you'll come to widgets, and you'll scroll down and you'll see these are all the apps that have available widgets on or made for iOS 14. So you'll notice if I select Google, it'll show me the different widgets that's available. There's two different ones. I have a square search bar or a more rectangular search bar that has three more options: Lens, voice search, or incognito for your browser. So I hit add widget. Boom, it adds it to the home screen. Once again, I can move it to where I want to and then swipe up to stop them from wiggling, and it sets it in place. So now I have the Google widget on my homepage where I can click Google search. I can search Google Lens for Google Lens, or voice search or incognito for browser. Pretty neat. Widgets are pretty cool. You can customize. You can make a lot of different looks. There are some apps that allow you to build custom widgets. One in particular is an app called Widgetsmith. So if you go to the App Store and you search for the app called Widgetsmith, this is one of the more popular ones, and there's more and more that's coming out with since iOS 14 is now available. Widgetsmith is just an app that I recommend because I've used it, where you can customize different widgets. So you can customize calendars, you can customize photos with your calendars, customize themes. Pretty neat. That's actually where I made my customized calendar. There it is. There's my calendar widget where I can see the date and see the month, the whole calendar on one widget. That's also where I customized my sunrise and sunset widget, which is pretty cool. And another widget that's pretty handy is the weather widget. That's the default weather app widget that you see in the bottom left-hand corner there for the high and low. And there's different widgets that goes for the weather app. You can change the location. You can change if you're somewhere else. You want it to say a different city, or if you just want to have a different city's weather on your home screen for widgets. That's where it's at. So widgets are just shortcuts. Don't let it confuse you. Don't let it be intimidating. And don't let Android users tell you they've had it for a long time. We're glad you finally got it. We understand that, Android users. Be happy we got it. iOS 14. Customizable widgets. If you have any questions, shoot us an email, comment below, let us know. Widgets are fun. They're fun to play with. If you find a widget, hey, share it. Let us know. It's an easy way to make shortcuts for your phone.